Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin, and today we have an exhilarating video for you. We are going to show you 4 different ways to hard boil an egg using these 4 different products. And if you like any of these products, be sure to stop at app.com and get them for yourself. And don't forget to wait till the end because I will tell you which one is my personal favorite. Let's get right to it. Okay, first up we've got an Instant Pot pressure cooker. First thing you're gonna wanna do is open it up. Take this out, and you're gonna wanna add 1 cup of cold water to the pot. Then you're gonna add your eggs to the rack here. All right, and then we're gonna add the lid. Make sure it's locked, and make sure that this is on pressure. And then we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. You hit pressure cook, and then set the timer to 5 minutes. You wanna make sure that it is on high, and then hit start. It's gonna take a couple of minutes before it actually starts to build pressure, so don't worry if it's not counting down right away. It's just building up the pressure, and then soon the timer will start. Once that timer goes off, you're gonna wanna leave it to slow release for another 5 minutes, so the timer will now count up to 5. Once the slow release is done, you're gonna wanna turn this to steam to vent it, but make sure you watch your hands because the steam is hot. Once the venting's done, open it up. And then you're gonna place your eggs into an ice bath for another 5 minutes. Once the 5 minutes is up, take the eggs out of the ice bath. And then get to cracking. And then for some extra taste, you could use some Jacobsen Cherrywood smoked salt that we also sell in the store and online. And we're ready for our taste test. I think I should probably have one more bite. Oh. Next we have a stovetop. For this we are using the Xaver induction stovetop, but this will work on any stovetop. So you're gonna add your eggs to a pot, and then you're gonna wanna cover them with water, and you're gonna want about 1 inch to 2 inches of water above the egg. Once you get your water in, just put the cover on, put it on the stove. Then you're gonna wanna bring it to a rolling boil. On this one, we are just gonna hit boil, and then let it go until we have bubbles so we know that it's at a rolling boil. Once the water's at a rolling boil, you're gonna add a teaspoon of salt. And this just helps to prevent cracking and makes it easier to peel once they're all done. After that, you just turn the power off. And you're gonna let it sit for 10 to 12 minutes. Once that's done, you're gonna wanna strain the water and run them under cold water, or if you don't have a strainer, you can just put the eggs into an ice bath for about 5 minutes. Once they're all cooled off, take them out of the ice bath. And time to crack. All right, gonna dip it in the salt again. And taste test time. Yeah. So good. Yep. Those are good. Ready for the next one? Then we have an air fryer. This one is super simple. You're just gonna take your eggs and put them right in the basket. Lay them right in there. You might roll around. Then you're gonna set your air fryer to 250 and you're gonna put them in for about 16 minutes. Once that's done, you take them out of the air fryer and put them into an ice bath for about 5 minutes. Once 5 minutes is up, you take them out. And then, time to crack. All right, gonna try it in the salt again. The yolk feels softer. Again, always have to take 2 bites. Yeah, the yolk is softer in this one. Okay, time for the last one, let's go. And last but not least is the egg Central egg cooker from Cuisinart, and it actually kind of looks like an egg. So the first thing we're gonna do is take the top off here, and then anything that's in here, it comes with a bunch of attachments, take those out as well. And then you're gonna wanna find the beaker that comes with it. And depending on what level of cooking you want, so if you want hard boiled, medium boiled, or soft boiled, you're gonna fill water up to between those lines. So since we're doing hard boiled, we're gonna fill it up to between these two lines here. So we got our water here. Also, you want it to be cold water. Then you are going to pour this into the hot plate here. And then this part is a little dangerous, but on the bottom of the beaker here, there's a pin. And what you're gonna wanna do is poke a hole in the top of every egg. Actually, back up. Let's put this loading tray. We'll call it a loading tray. It's a hot plate. And you wanna make sure that the ribs are faced up. And then you're gonna take that pin, poke a little hole in the top of this. And then we put the lid back on. And all we're gonna do is flip this switch to on. You'll see that indicator go on, and then we wait. When it's done, you'll hear this lovely sound, and the light will turn off, so you just slide it to off. And then use the handles here because it will be hot, and take this off. And then it says to run these under cold water when you're done with them. Because we don't have a sink in here, we got some cold tap water, and we're just gonna dip it in there to cool it off so it stops cooking. You know the drill, time to crack it. And we take a little bite. Oh, it's so hot. Whew. That's pretty delightful. Okay, that's good too. How am I gonna choose? Okay, so to recap, the pressure cooker was definitely the shortest, and the bottom of the shell on the inside was a tiny bit burnt, but it didn't affect the egg, and the taste was amazing. The air fryer was the second shortest amount of time, and the yolk on that one was really, really smooth, so I really enjoyed that, and it was super easy to do. You literally just threw them in the basket, put them in, and you were good to go. Next was the Stovetop, and that was third longest and pretty basic. You know, it takes a little bit of time because you have to wait for the water to boil, but the egg tasted delicious and it wasn't too hard to do. And then last was the Cuisinart Egg Central. That definitely took the longest. You had to wait for all of the water to evaporate in here before it was finished. But again, eggs tasted great. They don't say to put it in an ice bath, and I kind of think I would suggest putting it in an ice bath at the end because they were still a little bit hot when I went to try them. You could also just wait a little bit longer to try them. I just went right for it. But all in all, they were all delicious, but I think my favorite, drum roll please, my favorite was the air fryer egg. I don't know, something about that yolk just, it got me. It was so smooth and so delicious, and I would definitely air fry eggs again. Well, that was egg-citing. We'll see you next time.